Happy Monday! Okay, so we have a couple things that we need to talk about today. Number one, we took that division review test on Thursday, and a lot of people really struggled. We kind of forgot some of our division facts and how to solve division problems. So we're going to go over a couple of those that we saw in IXL or that we saw in the quiz that actually came from IXL. So every single division problem you guys had on that quiz came from the IXL practice section that I told you guys to look at. I actually went on to IXL and looked at everybody's name, and I honestly have to say I didn't really see anybody that spent any time on the division review on IXL. So it showed on the test that you guys had forgotten how to do some of that. So anyways, we're going to go over a little bit of that today on this little video recording, number one. Number two, we're going to talk about a new skill, which is the area of a triangle inside a triangle, like how to figure out what that new area would be. We're also going to talk about how to round our answers to the nearest hundredth. So some of our answers that we gave were like 23.527 or something like that, where you should be able to round it to the nearest hundredth. So we're going to talk about a little bit of that today too. Okay, yay. So first let's go to one of the division problems we had in our quiz on Friday. Oh, by the way, or on Thursday. By the way, I'm going to let anybody who wants to retake that quiz retake it, but you have to retake the whole thing and submit the whole thing. And that number 8 that I messed up on, that'll be fixed. So you guys will have the answer choices that are correct. It won't just say option 1, option 2 with no real answers. That was my bad. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to minimize myself here, and let's pull up our new skill. Let's do this one first, since this is what I pulled up first. So we have two triangles here. We have a pink one, as you can see, and we have a white one. What I want you to figure out for me is the area of just this pink space here. Not the whole pink triangle, but just the pink space. So the first thing I have to do is figure out what the area of the whole big triangle is. The whole thing, not just the pink, not just the white, but the whole thing. We're going to call that the big triangle. Its height from here to here, the very bottom, is 8 centimeters. The base, of course, is from here to here. So if you remember the formula for the area of a triangle, it is half of the base times the height. Okay, so let's go to the base times the height first. That's in parentheses. So we know that 8 times 5 is 40. So the base times height is 40. Half of 40 is 20. So that I can actually just do in my head. So I'm going to say this is 20 centimeters squared. Don't forget the fact that this is squared. This is area. It's all squared. Okay, so that's this whole big triangle. Now let's look at this little tiny white triangle. We want to figure out the area of that. So using the formula, base times height. The base is 3, the height's 4, so I know that's 12. Half of 12 is 6. So this triangle, this small one, has an area of 6 centimeters squared. So if I know the area of this little one and the area of this whole big one, how can I figure out what this, of this pink section right here is? I subtract the big amount from the small amount. What is 20 minus 6? 20 minus 6 is 12. So the area of the shaded part of the triangle is 12 centimeters squared. I subtracted the whole thing from the small thing, and I can see that this section is 12 centimeters squared. Yay! Okay, so that's what you're going to practice today. You're going to actually get a little sheet that's attached to your my blog that you can click on. There's 4 problems I want you to practice. I'll have the answers for you tomorrow so you can see how you did. Okay, now let's see. Let's look at one of the IXL problems from yesterday. So one of the IXL problems from your quiz on Thursday was something like this. This isn't the exact same wording, but it's something like this. Let's look at this problem. Bonfield Department Store placed an order for winter coats. The store ordered a total of 624 coats. The store ordered 5 times as many children's coats as adult coats. How many adult coats did the store order? For me, that'd be kind of a hard thing to kind of figure out. So you know me, I like to draw a picture. So we're going to draw a picture of that. And I'm going to use this. And it said that there were 624 coats. Okay. Then it also said that the store ordered, they have a total of 624 coats. The store ordered 5 times as many children's coats as adult coats. So I'm going to draw a picture, and I'm going to draw the children's coats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times as many children coats. Okay, so these are the children's coats, and here's the adult coat. Sorry, these aren't all the exact same size, but close enough. Okay, so it says that there's going to be 5 times more children's coats than adult coats. So I know that these little boxes are all the same size. So if this adult was 5, these would all be 5. And I could say that there were 5 adult coats and there were 25 children's coats. But that's not going to equal 624. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes I need to fill. I need to multiply that by 624. So I'm going to take 624 and divide that by 6. 6 goes into 6 one time. 6 times 1 is 6.
Whose white towel's on the bed?
Okay.
Huh?
I don't know.
Can I have it? I'm gonna go sit in the pool for 15 minutes.
Okay. The kids are on their way. 6 goes, sorry about that. 6 can go into, well, first of all, I have to bring down the 2. I did this wrong, sorry. Bring down the 2. 6 goes into 2 0 times. 6 times 0 is 0. So I bring down the 4. And now I have 24. 6 goes into 24 4 times. So now I know that each of these boxes is worth 104. So this one's worth 104. This one's worth 104. This one's worth 104, right? This one's worth 104. This one's worth 104. And this one's worth 104. So this is how many children's coats. All of this is how many children's coats. And 104 is how many adult coats. So if there were 104 adult coats ordered, how many children's coats? I would have to take 104 and multiply that times 5. 20, 0 carry 2, 5 times 0 is 0, plus 2 more is 2. 5 times 1 is 5. So there are 520 children's coats ordered. Let's see if that works. How many adult coats did the store order? I look back and I said 104. So if I type in 104, yay, it says that we are brilliant. Let's do one more just to practice. Okay, sorry, I know this is driving you guys crazy, but let's just make sure we get it. The campers at a camp sleepaway voted on a dinner choice for the last night at camp. There are 188 campers who voted on either hot dogs or spaghetti. 3 times as many campers voted for hot dogs as for spaghetti. So let's look at that. We have, how many did I say? 188 campers. So 188 campers. And we said that there were 3 times who voted for hot dogs as for spaghetti. So we have, let's do it this way. Okay, this can be hot dogs. Oh, no, spaghetti. Let me check, sorry. I'm a little distracted here. 3 times as many voted for hot dogs. So this is spaghetti. This is spaghetti. And 3 times as many hot dogs. So oops, paste, paste, paste. Okay, so 3 times as many. Here's one spaghetti, and here is the hot dogs that are, oops, let's do this. That makes more sense. Okay, so 1 spaghetti, 3 times as many hot dogs. How much are each of these little boxes worth? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, so I'm going to divide that into 188. So I have 188 campers. Divide by 4. 4 goes into 18 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. 28. 4 goes into 28 7 times. 28. 0. So spaghetti has 48 campers who wanted spaghetti, and hot dog people had this many people. So we would have to multiply 48 3 times to figure out how many people wanted hot dogs. So 43 times 3, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12. So this would be 129. So if I had added 129 and 48, I would get 144. Let's see if my answer works. It says how many campers voted for hot dogs. We can see that 129 did. Let's see if I am correct. Oh, the answer is 141. What did I do wrong? So let's look at it. 3 times as many voted for blah, blah, blah. So here are their boxes. This is what I got, 47. 47 times, oh, I multiplied wrong. 47 times 3 is 141.